And g'day, I'm David Abrahams and welcome to CCN's Weekly News 5 at 5, June 17, 2022. Premier Dominic Perrottet and senior ministers of the New South Wales Government were in Gosford on the weekend to announce a major cash splash for the Central Coast.
So it's incredibly pleasing to be here today to announce this $500 million investment to match the Commonwealth investments to ensure that Faster Rail comes to life. Faster Rail is the foundation that will take our 6 cities vision and our state from good to great. We're making an announcement today of an $18 million investment that matches the previous Commonwealth Government's investment for the campus here for the University of Newcastle.
Now, 8 Central Coast residents have been recognised on the Queen's Birthday Honours list last week. Governor-General David Hurley announced honours to 8 locals of 992 Australians on June 13, including Joanne McCarthy, journalist, Anne Ritchie's, Anne Jardine, Mary Bell, Colin Lang, Robert Smith, Stephen Castle and Con Ryan. And locally, Avoca Beach Club President Gary Clark has taken out the Surf Lifesaver of the Year at the Surf Lifesaving Central Coast Awards of Excellence. With 24 categories and a membership base of over 8,500 members, the awards recognise the outstanding achievements of members across the entire Central Coast. Clark has completed 118 hours of volunteer patrols in addition to performing his role as club president. Congratulations. And tons of sand is being spread over lake beaches at Long Jetty, Budgie Woy and Lake Mamora this week to refresh foreshore areas. This work by Central Coast Council will replace the sand washed away during the recent lake rises and recent extended periods of rainfall. Work started last Tuesday and will continue until next Friday, June 24. And in business, the owner of Jasmine Green's Park kiosk in the Peninsula Recreation Precinct is calling for more security measures at the park following repeated acts of vandalism. Gabby Graham said the latest incident occurred last week when vandals smashed the glass window at the front of the kiosk.
We've had over 70 incidents in the last 8 years. We definitely and urgently need a youth centre, qualified youth workers and youth health workers available for drop-in 7 days a week for teenagers. We need increased security in the Peninsula Recreation Precinct. It's the biggest park on the peninsula, one of the biggest on the Central Coast. It doesn't have fences, it's not lit at night, and the current security measures for the park are not adequate.
And in a sign of the times, a brand new co-workspace has opened in Gosford called The Foundry. It's the second of Mel Archer's successful co-workspaces, the first being at Erina.
I'm all about an office that doesn't feel too like an office. I like it to feel homey and somewhere where you can relax and feel comfortable. Full kitchen in this one, which is nice. We have a massive boardroom, a small meeting room, private offices and the shared co-working space. And we'll soon be running events and networking nights and stuff like that once we get up and running.
And Central Coast lawyer Pauline Wright is one of 3 new magistrates appointed to the local Court of New South Wales. Miss Wright was sworn in last week and has been heavily involved in local community, most recently as an immediate past president of the Five Lands Walk Committee, which is on next weekend. And in sport, the Mariners have confirmed 7 re-signings this week, which is good news, with Jason Cummings, Dan Hall, Max Ballard, Storm Roo and Yaron Souza remaining on the coast for at least another year. And duo Nick Montgomery and Sergio Ramundo are staying as head and assistant coach until at least 2025. And in Qatar, the Socceroos have qualified for the 2022 FIFA World Cup after defeating Peru in a scoreless match decided by penalties. Special thanks to 2 ex-Mariner players, Kai Rolls, who was instrumental in keeping the world-ranked number 22 team away from goal, and Andrew Redmayne subbed on just for the penalties to make the winning save. Now the Aussies will prepare to face France, Denmark and Tunisia in Group D of the World Cup, set to begin in November. And all these stories and many, many more written by local journalists can be found on our news website, coastcommunitynews.com.au, without a paywall, and in this weekend's print edition of the Coast Community News. Find us also on your mobile phone app in Google News and Apple News. And remember to subscribe to our popular weekly email newsletter. Find that at our website. And follow our socials on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook and Instagram for updates throughout the week. We wrap off this week with a suggestion to take a tour to Pearl Beach. The Pearl Beach Arboretum Ephemeral Art Trail, Beat 2022, is now up and running, providing a lovely outing for groups of family and friends. An opening was held last Saturday, including a smoking ceremony and music from Tim Selwyn of Girigara Aboriginal Tours, and a visit by the new member for Robertson, Dr. Gordon Reid. There are 25 creative art installations responding to the work of the Pearl Beach Arboretum in promoting nature conservation. And the beautiful bushland setting, PB 2022, is open to the public for free during daylight hours until Sunday, July 17. Have a great weekend.